It may be the state of hockey, but we're here for a ball game as the Minnesota Twins play host to the New York Yankees. As the former Yankee, Phil Hughes gets the nod for the Twins, and Ivan Nova gets the nod for the Bronx Bombers. We'll start things off bottom half of the first inning. Another former Yankee, Eduardo Nunez, takes one into right field for a base knock to start off the ball game for the Twinkies. Then Jordan Schaefer comes up, and Eduardo Nunez takes off for second, gets in there safely, puts himself in scoring position. Schaefer would then strike out, but then the local kid, Minnesota born and raised Joe Mauer, takes one into the right center gap. That would score Nunez from second, and the Twins are off to a 1-0 lead. Then Oswaldo Arcia comes up with a runner on second, 1 out, 0-1 count, takes the pitch into right field past Parker at first base. Mauer would hold up at third as he does not want to test Beltran's arm. And then it's runners on the corners for the catcher, Josmiel Pinto, and he takes one into left field in front of Brett Gardner, who has trouble with it. It scores one to make it a 2-0 Twins lead. And then Brian Dozier comes up. He takes the first pitch into right field once again. Busy first inning for Carlos Beltran. One run would come around to score, as it's a 3-0 Twins lead at the end of one. We'll pick things up in the top of the fourth with Brett Gardner, country born and raised, into the left center gap. He's going to head into second base with an easy double, the speedster Brett Gardner. And that'll bring up Brian McCann now with 2 outs and a 1-1 count.
High fly ball driven deep right field. Pence going back. He's going to turn, and that ball is going to go out of here. A home run for Brian McCann.
To the bottom of the fifth we go. 3-2 ball game. Nova still on the mound, gives up a base knock to Trevor Plouffe to start off the inning. And we'll pick things up later on in the inning with 2 outs. Jordan Schaefer at the plate. Plouffe still at first. Schaefer hits a pop fly to right field, and Carlos Beltran channels his inner Little League right fielder. His dad just wants him to play, and Plouffe scores all the way from first base, makes it a 4-2 Minnesota lead. Top of the sixth we go. Brett Gardner, country born and raised. He's spreading out the gaps. He goes left center earlier, now he goes right center. Another easy stand-up double for Brett Gardner, country born and raised. Then after a ground out from Beltran, moves him up to third. Alex Rodriguez comes up and hits a single in the left and scores Gardner. Makes it a 4-3 one-run ball game. What to the bottom half of the sixth, Nova still on the mound as Brian the Bulldozer takes one into left center, and he's got himself a double just in front of the throw. And that would bring up Torrey Hunter, the long-time Major League Baseball player. He's still got it. He takes it down the left field line into the corner. That would score Dozier from second, and Hunter picks himself up an RBI double. 5-3 Minnesota lead. We'll head to the top half of the ninth, still 5-3, as the left-handed closer Glenn Perkins comes in for the Twinkies. He's facing Kyle Parker, who takes the opposite way, right center, into the gap off the wall, and he's got himself a double to lead off the top of the ninth, getting the Yankees in good position. Next batter up, Chase Headley. He takes the 2-1 up the middle, slow roller, and Parker is sent home, but the throw is on the money from Jordan Schaefer. Nobody scores. So Headley's on first. Chris Young comes in to pinch hit for Didi, and he walks. So runners on first and second now, with 1 out for Kevin Franzen, as he takes one to deep left field. It would not get out of here. It is off the warning track, but the runners held up, and Headley gets sent at the last second, and the throw is on the money once again due to some base running issues, and it's 2 outs. Nobody scored, still 5-3, but then a passed ball gets into the dugout, so it scores both runners. It's all tied up at 5. Tough break for the Twins as Perkins blows the save, then Jacoby hits a little bloop single over the head of Trevor Plouffe at third. He's on first, and what does Jacoby Ellsbury do when he's on first base? He takes off for second base. He's in there with his 40th stolen base of the season, so he's in scoring position for the doubles machine. Brett Gardner, country born and raised, into the left center gap this time, scores Ellsbury with ease. He has himself his 3rd double of the day, and he gives the Yankees a 6-5 lead. As we head to the bottom half of the ninth, Dellin Betances comes on. 2 outs, 2-2 count, and Dellin Betances shuts the door in the Twins' face. Due to a disastrous top of the ninth inning, the Twinkies blow their lead, and the Yankees come out on top by a score of 6-5. The Bombers improve to 45-50, and the Twins drop to 43-53. Brett Gardner, deservedly so, picks up player of the game, 3 for 5 on the day, all 3 of those hits being 2-baggers. Kevin Franzen went 3 for 4. Brian McCann 1 for 4 with a 2-run shot back in the top half of the 4th. Andrew Miller picks up the win, Glenn Perkins the loss, and Dellin Betances gets his 31st save of the season. And with that being said, that'll wrap things up here for this edition of Yankees Baseball. I've been your host, JerseyBorn, and I'm saying goodbye.
This storm that's broken me, my only friend, yeah. In this river all shall fade to black. In this river ain't no coming back. In this river all shall fade.